division. No more trades. No more ball hockey. No more Fed.
Welcome to PSBN tonight, everyone. It only took PSBN tearing itself apart for you animals to like, comment, and subscribe. That's all it took. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? I don't think it was.
Well, you wouldn't.
Look, I mean, listen, let's be real, all right? Let's be real. Is this what you want? Is this what you want? My life's blood? You sycophantic vampires? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just really stressed out.
You see, this is what you get when you support the rebellion.
It's a very stressful time.
For you.
Yeah. Yeah, for me. Yeah. It's time for us to take a tally of the first and very surprisingly incredibly bloody playoff matches.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic season, and here we are. Week one of the playoffs is upon us, and our first matchup in the playoffs is going to be featuring Cod Call. Thanks to their victory last week, they have won the $30 Bullet Magnet division. What the you? With that, now they earn matchup against two-time...
Maul, please. Everyone's had enough of this straight talk, engage.
Fine. The South Sharpsville Gravy Legs in a matchup that features the number 2 seed and the number 7 seeds.
Yeah, that is going to be an interesting game. Call has been playing really good football lately, especially compared, if we can talk seriously for a moment. South Sharpsville barely squeaked their way into the playoffs.
Well, they did lose their last game of the regular season where Cod Call won. So one team looking up at the top of their division at home that's going to play an important role in this matchup. We all know that the Commish is going to do everything that he can. He's going to pull out all the stops to try and three-peat here. If I'm going to be honest, I think he's got a good shot at doing it.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully there's no chicanery like last time.
Kylan, you sweet little boy. Look at you. So innocent. Still pure. The commission's 2 words for you. Walk away. Simply, just walk away. You got mixed up with the wrong crowd. I get it. It happens. You know what else happens? Dynasties happen. And that's what's happening here. The Two Belt Dynasty is upon you all. And you can either get in my way or walk away. Choice is yours. Sweet innocent cherub, little Kylan. Walk away.
Mikey Two Belts, you're gonna be more like a Mikey No Belts by the time I am done with you. The Knights of the King of Limbs are coming in by the will of the people, and we will see our glorious mission seen through by the powers invested in the fantasy football gods. So help us by the poison dart Joe Pfeiffer. We're gonna poison dart your chances of being Mikey Three Belts.
All right. Well,
What else do we have?
let's move on. Well, let's talk about the Pickle Boys, or should I say the Pickle Balls?
Yes, and on that, I'd like to issue this public announcement and apology to the Cumberland crew and their coach. It was my mistake. The Pickle Balls was a completely Freudian slip. So, every so often you get balls on the brain, and there's not much that you can do about that. But I have been docked a surprisingly large sum of South Chartsville shekels. But Coach Cody, I apologize.
Gage Laser was incredibly upset at this slip of the tongue. I would say deserved.
I agree.
Well, look, in any event, so the crew did you hear? They won. They won the Charlie Wing division. They officially make all the rock stars sing. They are going to face the highest scoring team in the league this season, the Lakehurst Dirigibles, in a matchup of 3 versus 6 in the now infamous Bread and Butter Bowl.
Yeah, the Vlasic Bread and Butter Bowl has been a house of horrors for a lot of teams this season, and Cody has to feel really good about having that opportunity to face off against the Blimps in there. Now, as you mentioned, the Blimps were the number 1 highest scoring team this season, but they couldn't even win their own division. So, and obviously anything can happen, but this matchup actually very interesting, and it could be very tight.
I mean, we will see. The Blimps do sometimes have the capability to rain devastation upon their foes when it matters the most. So the Pickle Boys better be briny. Keep it salty.
Listen up, you lot. I have a message for each and every one of you teams that scored less than me during the regular season. That's right. It was every single one of you. The Blimps are coming. We're coming to finish our story. We're coming for our unfinished business. Who's the first victim on our cruise to the championship? It's you, Coach Cody. You and the Pickle Boys, the briny bastards from the Cumberland area. You're all going down. Nothing can stand in my way. Not you, Cody. Not you, Commissioner. Not you, Kylan. Definitely not you, Joseph Pfeiffer. Not you, Scott Martin. And not the Pinks or you, Dennis Adesso. No one is going to stand in my way of my championship. It's our time. We're the greatest, highest scoring team in NJCFFL history. And every one of you is going to bow at my feet.
This is Coach Pollen of the Cumberland Crew calling in live to PSBN. As it once was almost 200 years ago in the Civil War, it is once again father against son, sibling against sibling, and what was once brothers in arms staring each other down across the battlefield. The Cumberland Crew against the Lakehurst Dirigibles. While we both fight for the honor of the commish, only one team can leave this bloody week advancing in the historic NJCFFL playoffs. As the Hindenburg fell in 1937, so will the Lakehurst Dirigibles, ultimately crashing down in a blaze of glory. all at the hands of the Pickle Boys in blue.
Right, and oh my God! The Tinky Winky Stinky Pinkies have watched everyone else in the Death of the Dinosaurs division die. Now they will host the Keys to Victory.
We talked about this, remember?
Fine.
The Straight Talk Engage.
Fine. They will face off against the Cattsville Cleavers in a matchup of the 4 and 5 seeds. This one definitely close at Dipsy's Dirty Dumpster and Filthy Football Venue.
It is a multi-purpose area, from what I hear.
It's very full of activity?
Activities.
Look, that one's going to be really, really interesting, right? Tinky Winky, they have that home record, but they're home field advantage, I should say. But they actually ended up with a worse record than the Cattsville Cleavers. So this is going to be a very interesting game. It kind of pains me to say this, but I would think that the Cleavers are favored in that matchup.
I'm just saying, look, I'm not taking away anything from Coach Odesso. Fantastic coach. He's been around a while. But Joe Pfeiffer, he's been here longer.
I mean, there's a championship pedigree there from the Cattsville Cleavers that has to be there. But we've seen some fantastic things happen before in the world of pretend football. And little doubt that this game will have some fireworks that, will either have some of us celebrating or weeping very, very much
We
next
shall
week.
see, most definitely.
I played on the gridiron, and I've been through war. I've seen some things you have never, ever want to see. But I have never seen the disgustingness of this cooter collusion. And this weekend, it ends by pitting me off with my brother, the Fifinator. We may be brothers for years in chats, and we may go to many more Kansas City games, but that ends temporarily to this weekend as my Stinky Pinkies will take down the Catskill Cleavers and onward to dethrone any and all cooters. You can all go home. Me, I'm not going home. I'm gonna go fix my team and kick that son of a bitch Pfeiffer's ass so hard that the next Pfeiffer's gonna feel it too. Now, who wants to go home? Who wants to go with me? It ends this weekend. Go, Tinky Winky, Stinky Pinky.
Tinky Winky, Stinky Pinky, Flinky Linky, Tilly Winky, Dennis Odesso. You've been basically quiet all season. I've got no problem with you, man. You know that. Except for one thing. You're standing in the way of the business of the rebellion. My business is with the commish and his golden boot-licking pickle boy buddy.
Now, as everyone knows, the Tombstones won last week. They get to put their feet up on bye. Must be nice.
Must be nice.
Must be nice. Oh, yes. Well, look, for the rest of you luckless morons, especially you, Greg, you get to enjoy the football festivities with less stress. Less stress and, of course, riddled with Fed. Seriously.
Horribly.
Seriously. 1-900-MED-FUNG. Dr. Fung's patented Fed body cream and pork belly rub will completely soothe those injuries. And should you be devoured by, a wild animal or a cannibal or perhaps some sort of manimal, you will taste absolutely wonderful. Dr. Fung guarantees it 100% satisfaction for the manimal in question. Nothing
to add. Truly, Dr. Fung's a a master at his craft, keeping everybody engaged. But I tell you what, when the Fed strikes, it's going to strike pretty hard. But I in this particular instance, it's very important that we really shout out the Beavers. Just 2 seasons from their championship game, they have managed to win 1 game all year.
It is truly a spectacular morass of failure.
I don't know if there's any group of adjectives that we could assemble that truly can encompass just how inept Greg was this year.
I've tried several times looking in the mirror today, and I can tell you that the Cooter Institute Beavers are bad, and they are wrong. There should be a new, stronger word, and I thought perhaps badong.
Huh. Badong.
Badong. The Cooter Institute Beavers are badong. Whoa. Really, I think what really hurt me the most is just going into the Discord and people are just slinging mud back and forth. It's like a presidential election, but for pretend football.
Well, the people know what they want. They want to pick sides. They want to be on the right side of history. It's just surprising it took you and I to grow so far apart for that to happen.
It's just a terrible time. It's just terrible.
Stop looking at me.
Do you have a word of the week?
I do. The word of the week is home stretch. Is what I'm in my time sitting next to you. And it's whatever the playoff teams are in as they make their way towards a championship. We are in the home stretch.
Before I was abducted, old Sike would have really liked that one, I think.
Well, we're not with old Sike anymore, are we?
Well, I've got a prop to victory. And that is filmed clapper. My friends, this season is closing, and this episode is also coming to a close, and perhaps the very future of PSBN may be balancing on this edge. Pretend football. Now. One.
No, where's my Yashanka?
Oh. Never mind. That was a false start.
Oh, who mirrors the image, the audio, and the video together? Is that you?
No. Usually, Mike does that.
I'm just saying, Kike Muter. Last week,
a little bit off.
Hurry to get it done. It was a little
bit
off.
off.
It was a little off.
All right.
People mentioned it to me. The one person who watched it.
Take 2. Lawrence wouldn't have let us hear the end of it.
So true.
Okay.